everyone. My name is Gio Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and I need to change that round number in the bottom left-hand corner because this is the top 16 of the Crait Galactic Championship qualifier. Super excited to be here with everybody. Just like all of these events that we've done with these qualifiers, we have done community team-ups, and we got a community team-up with Hexiled Gaming. How's it going, Scott?
I am doing great. Dion, how are you doing?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Excited to be here. We have an interesting matchup, but before we break it down, let's go ahead and thank Curl Paw Creatives, our sponsor for this round. Use that coupon code CRAIT2020 for 20% off. Andrew Knuckles did let me know that on the shop, new this weekend are the Repulsor Lift Stabilizer tokens, aka side slip tokens. If you're playing on the table and you want a way to mark whether those repulsor lifts are active or inactive, those are ready to go. Now, let's go ahead and break down these lists, Scott.
Excellent. Yeah, so if you know anything about Hexiled Gaming, you know that for about a week, we have been covering the lot, and it has dominated our stream. It has been all over the place. Almost every list was a Warthog list. So it's very appropriate that the one Warthog list that makes it into the cut, Ian Becker's, is the one that I cast. So we got Warthog here with Clone Commander Cody, 104th Battalion Pilot, generic ARC, and then 4 generic Gold Squadron Troopers. What's on the other side?
On the other side, we have Brian Terwilliger. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, boy.
Brian Terwilliger, not Terwiggler. I say that 10 times.
I could have gone over that list myself, but I was like, no, I'm going to hand that one off.
Yeah, great. I actually was not totally not expecting the...
wanted to break norms for that one.
Well, anyway, we have the magic carpet itself. We have 4 of the Kashyyyk Defenders. That's the Azatuk gunship and AP5 available there. So we have some 180-degree arcs, 4 of them, plus a coordinator. Needed
Absolutely.
to buffer on that one. Yes, I did. All right. So those of you who are playing Choose Your Champion right now, the audience thinks that Warthog's on top. Why is that? What are some of the, let's say, more obvious advantages that Ian has in this matchup?
To me, I mean, it's initiative. You don't expect the Warthog list to come in with an initiative advantage, but all of Brian's ships are 1, which means this entire Republic list, with its fire convergence rerolls, are going to fire into the Wookiees, and they don't have Warthog. They can be initiative killed, and they probably will. It seems like it should be Ian's game here.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised we didn't see Ian just kind of go for the joust. I know that might seem a little silly, but he definitely has the advantage. We have those Initiative 2 aces out there. Probably would have been able to take down a Wookiee, maybe 2. Because what's really common with these Wookiee lists is you will see them take focuses, not reinforce. We definitely see some people in the chat who maybe are maybe a little bit less experienced and maybe not have not seen the 4 Wookiees play. But you're going to very rarely see Brian slap down reinforce. The reason is if you have all 4 Wookiees reinforcing, 3 out of your 4 Wookiees are taking an action that likely will never be used because focus fire rules say that, or not rules, but the idea of focus fire says that, hey, I'm only going to shoot into 1 ship. Why would I shoot into 4 and start spreading out my actions there? So that is one of the things that we're going to see here. Brian taking the focus. That way 3 out of the 4 Wookiees have offensive modifiers there. And, of course, we're going to have AP5 available to further modify those dice. Maybe the most at-risk Wookiee might be able to have the focus and reinforce if put in the front lines. But we'll see what Ian chooses to do in the attack priority. But right now, we saw the fast motion on the bottom of the board. Do we think we're going to see Ian turn in?
Oh, absolutely. And I think you're right about how AP5 is going to be used. One thing of note, the Kashyyyk Defenders, they have 3 actions. It's focus, reinforce, or red barrel roll. So you're not going to hand out double offensive mods to these Wookiees. You're going to hand out a focus if they bumped, like we saw in red, or like you said, he's going to choose the most vulnerable Wookiee and probably coordinate a reinforce.
Love it.
looks like it's going to be red or yellow out there this turn. And I mean, God, the initiative value is on Ian's side, and it looks like positioning-wise, his whole formation stayed together. The Wookiees kind of all over the place. It doesn't seem like they're all going to get great shots next turn. Oh, I'm a little worried.
Yeah, one of the strategies with a flying carpet is you don't fly in a box formation. You make a pinwheel of death, so that especially against aces, it's really good where you're creating this almost 360-degree arc where there's nowhere you can go where you're not getting shot. And if you have these arcs overlapping, it becomes even more dangerous. Having them spread out this way and approaching in a column rather than a row for Brian could be painful. Do remember that the Wookiees do have stop, so we could see yellow and red take a break, purple, green, try to swing around, blue and green, sweep around, and then maybe approaching a little bit more of a row formation.
I like that idea of a stop. I think the problem is he would want to coordinate with AP5 before this. Well, I guess you don't have to do it before because of AP5's ability. If you're stressed, it doesn't matter. You can still coordinate. But where do you put AP5 if these guys stop? If you're looking to coordinate, because you can. Does AP5 have a backwards maneuver, right?
It does.
So you can back up, but that means you're not coordinating. These guys are stopping and not taking actions. So that is an option. I don't think it's the thing to do this turn.
Yeah, it could be risky, especially if Ian comes in fast. If you leave those in unreinforced, unfocused, stressed Wookiee ship with 4 or 5 shots going into it, that seems bad. But we'll wait and see.
And, I just want to mention here, Brian 5-1, so he did very well with this list. And there were a whole lot of warthogs in the event. So I haven't seen his record and if he won against any, but it took a lot of effort and skill to get here. So I think he's got a plan. I trust in him.
I trust you, Brian.
Yeah, it may seem bleak, but I think he's done this enough that we should trust him. He's got a plan.
Now, one of the things I want to remind you guys that all these games will end up on our YouTube channel. If you don't get to catch them all or didn't get to watch Swiss with us, make sure you guys subscribe there on our YouTube channel. Gold Squadron Podcast is what it's under, youtube.com. If you want, you can also type !YouTube in the chat and get the link to the channel. Appreciate everybody who watches over there. One of the things, I don't know if this happens for you on your YouTube channel, the audience difference is very interesting. Because we have people who definitely only watch on YouTube and never watch live. They get a little confused by the live experience. It's interesting. Have you ever had somebody on your posted videos try to do like the betting in the comments?
Not yet. That'll be a sign of when I've truly arrived. People are so caught up in the experience that they're trying to bet on YouTube.
Yes. A couple people asking, is the betting closed? Yes, the betting is closed. Looking at it right now, we have 614,000 points in the pot. That's 97 people who participated in the wager, with 67% voting on Ian, and there is a 32% minority who are hoping to win big. So Nana Antonio asking about our new laser emotes. Those just represent lasers. They're for you to create little battles with the ships that are in the emotes. Because in Star Wars we have green lasers and red lasers. They're just lasers. Pew pews.
Man, that is awesome. I'm so glad to have those ships.
So what we're going to do during the break, we're going to do a marbles giveaway where the winner will be able to choose a ship for a faction that will swap out. So if you chose Republic, you could change it from a LAT to whatever, any other currently available or currently spoiled Republic ship, so on and so forth. All right, and look at, Brian has decided to get aggressive here. Going fast, and here's the coordinate we talked about. Coordinating the lead Azatuk gunship reinforced to the front.
Yeah, exactly like you talked about. You know, he puts the yellow out there way far forward, takes the reinforce and the focus, hopes to absorb some fire, and then everybody else in the back gets some shots in. Ooh.
A little bumpage there.
And over a debris now. We've seen some bad debris rolls here. We've seen a lot of unlikely crits coming through.
Don't do it.
Is it over?
Don't do it.
Woo!
Not today.
Woo! Unclinch. So there's 2 unmodded Wookiees back there. Blue coming around the backside.
Yeah, the bump for red, not surprised there. Taking the tactical bump better than stopping, so you don't end up having to stress yourself. But honestly, depending on what you have shots on, you measure with the back Arc 170 first when you get to the initiative 2s, and that should determine what your target is. So you just go all shots into the same. Oh, look at this formation flying by Ian. My goodness.
He has practiced this opening.
Yep.
So who do you have the most arcs on, and who do you have the fire convergence on?
Looks like fire convergence is only on that yellow Wookiee, which you do have 3 of the 4 torrents on. And we're going to get our first shots here. 2 dice. Just roll. There it is. Hit crit.
And Natty's on the first roll.
All right. 1 damage. That's our first blood. Goes to Ian on that yellow Kashyyyk defender. Remember, the reinforce only triggers when there's 2 or more damage going through. You can always get 1 through. Rolling two hits, like getting 2 hits through, always feels bad with reinforce. Probably the one that feels the worst because it turns down to 1. You're like, I might as well have just done 1. Though it does create some interesting situations where you can choose not to spend your modifier and have it for defense.
Exactly.
All right, Arc 170, the back ship being chosen first, seeing what's the lay of the land. What do I want to go to? And he's choosing.
Gonna go back into AP5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised here. AP5 is an enabler in this list. It allows the flexibility. If you get it off the board early, you don't have to worry about it. And 3 hits. We'll have 3 evade dice coming in. No mods on AP5 right now.
AP5 with the highest agility value in the list at 2.
And he's going to be taking 2 damage there.
1 away from half? Yeah.
A couple people asking about Clone Commander Cody. Remember, Cody only triggers when you miss, so that's why that yellow Azatuk did not gain a strain token, because it hit.
Yep.
Which nets you the same result, right? Like you got a damage through where you normally wasn't expecting it. Hitting a crit. Continuing
3
the
shots
brush.
so far, all natties?
I mean, that's not how you play. That's how I play.
Oh, I got to work on that, I guess. 1 evade.
All right, the crit getting through. Let's find out what that is. Let's say loose stabilizer.
Disable
power regulator.
So you're going to start taking ions. Definitely ionize this turn if he lives.
All right, he's going to continue the barrage into AP5. He'll have to spend the focus.
Yep. Still all paint. So not all natties, but all paint.
All right.
Oof.
AP5
dead, right?
Gone after taking 2 more damage.
Man, and you still got shots. You already killed a ship and you still get to keep shooting.
Mm-hmm. Now you can see the offensive potential output for Ian's list is fantastic. It's really, really strong. It is a jousting squad, right? That's what it does.
Yeah. And to be fair, he's facing a bunch of 1 and 2 agility ships.
Mm-hmm.
many of which don't have mods. So now he's got the choice of, do I shoot that ship that he wants me to shoot, the one that has the focus and the reinforce because I get fire convergence, or do I shoot some unmodded ship in red or green?
Looks like he's going to choose to go into red. He's pointing over there.
Who hasn't shot yet? Red and yellow, I think, of the torrent. So this one right here, and that's shooting now, and then red in front of him are the last two torrents to shoot.
Yeah, I mean, the choice here comes down to, here we go. We got probably spends a focus for 2. Yes. The choice of
My
Wookiee.
guy hasn't seen a blank yet.
Why roll blanks? Just don't. 2 defense
Lessons
sides from
learned,
range
guys.
3. And taking them both.
Oh, yeah, this guy has not learned the lesson. I can't wait for that X-Wing quick tips. Guys, if you're thinking about rolling blanks, just don't.
Just, no. That's right. I mean, Ian paid for fire convergence. He just hasn't needed it. There's a blank.
There we go. The scales balance.
Yep. I think we need to help Brian out just a little bit. I think he's got some ghosts in his dice. I think putting some ghosts in the chat should help him out. Put him in the chat instead of in his dice.
Let's get a exorcism here. All right. Now the Wookiees get to shoot. Blue didn't have anything. Green's gonna try.
Reaching. It's got plenty of choice. Go after one of the ones that don't have a modifier anymore. There you go. Going at green. Yep. Should have a couple of shots there.
Yeah, and he knows he can focus fire. That one is in that 180-degree arc of yellow even. Red's kind of tempting because you know that's range 1 for the yellow also tuck.
And
this is range 2, so 3v2.
No mods on this one. Hit crit. There we go. Above average. Remember, torrents do not have shields.
Yep.
And there we go. Gonna be taking a crit. What's in the box, Scott? What's in the box?
It is a blinded pilot. Do you want a Brad Pitt emote for what's in the box? A little 7 action. For all those like seconds of the crit's going through, you want to know what the crit is. Throw your Brad Pitts in the chat. Here's a range 3 into green.
Got one. Expected result there. And safe. We'll have a range 1 shot.
Yep.
Remember, that is a 180-degree arc.
With a focus. The one shot with an attack mod for the Wookiees.
Only getting 2 there. That feels a little bad.
Yeah.
So, especially after natties.
Yeah.
So one thing I have to bring up, by the way,
so we saw the
about the ghosts, ghost emotes. Because we're in October, we're gonna keep all 4 ghosts, but I think eventually we'll end up going down to 1. So you got to figure out which one's your favorite, guys. Which is your favorite ghost? Ooh. We got Bongo, Cutie, Lear, and what's
Omno.
Omnom.
Omnom. Yep.
Because he's eating the dice.
I see.
Yeah.
I love them all. Don't make me pick my favorite child.
You gotta choose. Show which is your favorite ghost. Let me know in the chat. All right. So one of the things looking at here, the yellow Azatuk. While he brought him forward, hoping that he could soak up some of the damage and that Ian would choose to fire into him because he's the one that had the reinforce. The positioning on that Azatuk is actually pretty interesting. Could disrupt the formation a little bit, or at least get on the flank.
Yeah, for me, it's when I'm in a situation like this, I want to look and see. Obviously, Red's taking some damage. It'd be nice if you shoot Red. Yellow's taking some damage. It'd be nice if you could shoot yellow, but it's also like, what am I most likely to shoot at? And I'm looking at the ones in the back, right? Blue and red, and maybe am I gonna bank left with this formation to go after blue? Am I just gonna march forward and try to get shots into red? I think red's gonna try and go for a bump, so at least denies one shot. One torrent not shooting into red, not a huge deal.
I've had a request for a poll on the ghosts.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
Go for it.
The people have spoken. Let us do this. All right.
So without AP5, the stops are a lot more risky. You can't depend on AP5 to give you a focus or a reinforce. So if you're yellow and you're thinking about stopping because you don't want the fight to just pass you by, that's tough. You're going to be taking unmodded shots again. Red, as the ship that's taken the most damage, that's probably your blocker. There's no escape for you here. You probably don't want to. Get in there and block, at least deny one shot into you. Maybe that helps. Let me take a look at the, what does the Ozatuck dial look like? It's pretty good. You got 2 and 3 banks, 4 forward.
Basically, with the Ozatuck, you just don't want to be stressed. If you're not stressed,
Yeah.
you got options. And this is where that initiative 1 could come into play. The advantage you do have is that you can start to take up some of the space that Brian might be wanting to go into. Try to take away some of those mods. Mind you, fire conversions is still going to be a thing. You can't take that away. But
Right.
you can at least help some of the defensive mods for you. One of the things I really like is when you cause a chain bump, you of course don't shoot the person that's bumped against one of your ships. You shoot one of the other available ones, and this is one of the disadvantages of flying in a block. You have that possibility of creating this, this cascading bump effect in your squad.
Yeah.
Could be a time for Ian to maybe break it up a little bit.
I remember one of the things we talked about yesterday is in TTS you can see which dials are set first. And I looked over at Ian, who set his Warthog and his Arc 170 dial first. So he knows what he wants to point at with Warthog, I think, and then he's going to base where the torrents go around that.
Looks like right now Omnom is winning with 50% of the ghost vote. Though there is a strong...
it's got the name recognition.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Bongo is making a strong play, though, because Bongo does have multiple dice.
I was going to say that, too. He's got the red and the greens. It's almost a little Christmassy. You know, it's Nightmare Before Christmas. You can use it at Halloween. You can use it at Christmas. A lot of utility in Bongo.
Oh, ghosts in your dice meta. All right.
One forward from that yellow Kashyyyk defender. So it doesn't stop, moves forward, gets that mod.
All right, here we go. Blue moving first. Going to be doing that. We had a 1 straight from... I'm sorry, yellow move first with a 1 straight. We have going around the cloud for blue. And red is the one coming in aggressive, hoping to start the cascade bumps. We also had green come in. That should be relieving the stress. Taking a focus. Brian hoping to clear something off the table this turn.
Absolutely.
You lost AP5. You got to get something back this turn. You have to get into the points race now.
Sorry, I just want to take a second. Reb Brown has just named your holiday event Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah.
We got it.
All right. I look forward to that one.
1 day. Well, it'll be a 1 day event. 1 day off. We'll have some.
Yeah.
We'll put it on the books.
All right, so the blue torrent moved up and was able to focus. Now we get some of the bumps. So you are going to deny some mods, but again, you can't deny that Warthog mod. without killing Warthog or trying to get it into a position where that turret doesn't reach you.
That's right. Now, the green Torrent is the one at most risk for taking damage. The fact it doesn't have a focus, and all 4 Wookiees likely have a shot on it, but our Republic get an opportunity to try to do some damage here.
Looks like they're going to shoot into green. So green has not taken any damage yet, but red, the one that has taken damage and what you would love to shoot, the red Torrent bumped and blue went past. So now that's 2 shots you can't take. So he's going to shoot into something that he knows he can shoot with everything.
First shot, double blanks.
Now, this is important for Clone Commander Cody. You have to have some results. You have to have 1 or more hit or crit results get neutralized in order to use them, so you cannot give out the strain.
And we continue here.
This is the one Torrent with a focus.
No
Ooh,
focus results, though.
Fire convergence.
This is true. Converge. Nice.
Oh,
hit,
hold on to that
crit.
guy.
Remember, 1 charge equals up to 2 rerolls for that fire convergence. And
no paint. That means it goes under the shields. He only has 2.
hit, crit, baby. What's in the box?
Direct hit.
Takes 2. Absolutely brutal.
Second shot. You got 4 left. That would be half points on that shot, right? Oof.
Yeah, Ian has scored so far 53 points, trying to continue to add to his lead. He's got to get through 4 health.
Now he could do fire convergence here. It is range 1. Maybe it's a really good shot for you, but you only get 2 charges on fire convergence, so this would be the last one for this round.
And he was able to convert 1 of them. We have 2 hits out there.
Guaranteed to get 1 through. Let's see if it's 2. Oof. Yeah.
2 hole left. 2 hole left on that green Azatuk. Now remember, Warthog only has a single recurring charge, so the following turns will only have one reroll per turn, unless he holds on to it for some at some point for some reason. It'd be rare. You almost always want to have that fire convergence available. Next shot.
And you can see how important this denial of focus has been. Still get it through. No, he's got focus.
I think you spend the focus. I think you spend the focus here. You have only 2 health left. And it's a guarantee. Don't get greedy. Take it while you got it.
Ryan buffering a little bit. Yep, decides to take it. Okay. Maybe he knows he's going to die, and if there's a chance that he can save that attack mod, he wants it. I don't know. Man, these are all range 1.
So he did not. Okay. All right. 2 crits.
Crit. Well, now you're guaranteed to take the crit. Yeah. It is a dead Wookiee, no matter what he rolls.
Gone.
Get those blanks out now.
The green magic carpet. Gone. Couple of crits here, and insult to injury. We got some.
You know what? At this point, you know you're dying. Like, get that out of the deck. You're happy to see it go.
Less risk for other Wookiees.
That's right. It's one direct hit that another Wookiee doesn't have to take.
That Wookiee was a hero.
This is exactly what I was afraid of. Yeah. Ooh, the Arc 170 was saved. It's a 4-dice shot at range 1 into red.
And over average there, hit, crit. The red Wookiee does still have a focus token.
Red doesn't have any shields. Yeah, but no shields, so that crit's definitely going through. Oh, man.
2 hits and a crit. And the crit on the Wookiee is a blinded pilot, so focuses are not being able to be used for offense. My goodness.
I think that's it for the Republic. I think they've shot enough. You've done enough. You've eliminated a ship per turn. You've debuffed the attack on red. Insult to injury, he's got the focus around, can't use it on the attack.
Blue Wookiee looking at its options.
So green has already taken a damage, has blinded, and also doesn't have any mods. Or you can take, but that's range 3. Yeah, he's going to keep going into green.
I think what he should have done is probably measure from yellow first to see if he would have had the other yellow torrent, but it is what it is. 2 hits.
Yeah, I think you're right.
2 evades. Now, AB in the chat has an interesting question. Let's finish these attacks, and then I want to address that. Give me one second. Range 1 shots now.
Again, yeah, I think like you said, I would try the yellow Wookiee, and maybe he's got arc on that yellow torrent, and you could have focus fire there and taken 2 range 1 shots. And green didn't take anything, so focus firing there doesn't really mean much. Checking out that blinded pilot one more time.
And he's going to go ahead into the Arc 170.
Interesting.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a pretty good roll.
They can't spend the focus because of blinded.
Yeah, Arc does have shields.
Going to be taking 2.
Yep. All right, last shot for the Wookiees. And he did have range 1 onto that yellow torrent. All right, but he's going to keep going into the Arc. Sees that big 3-dice gun as a problem. Hit crit. Now, this one did have a focus and is able to spin it, so hit crit. You are getting the crit through.
All right,
a little bit more.
Didn't get that, the squiggle. Is that half points on the Arc 170? A total of 9, right? Yes.
Sensor,
We got half points there.
The Arc 170 can only focus, but not a big deal. That's what they want to do anyway.
It's 95 to 21, and all the Wookiees shot. So earlier, somebody in the chat asked a question: Is this really more entertaining than watching spam text? Okay, so I get a couple opinions on it. I think the answer is yes, but I want to go back to people saying that spam text mirror isn't interesting. One of the things you got to watch for in matches where you have kind of decided that this is not interesting is there's always something to find. There's strategy in the mirror matches. I think it's also the reason. I think it also comes down to why are you watching it. Right now, I don't mind seeing this type of matchup streamed. Yes, we see that Ian has brought a very powerful list. It is very strong, but it's something that not everybody has seen. Maybe you as an individual are used to this. You're like, obviously this is good. I don't want to watch it. Like that could definitely be your emotions there. But there are definitely people in the X-Wing community who need to see this, right? There are also, I also saw somebody, can we switch to a different game, please? No. Is the answer for a couple of reasons. I think the first reason is I think it actually would be pretty disrespectful to the players to just be like, all right, obviously you lost, goodbye. I don't think that's cool. And also, again, I think it's important for the record of the event, as well as for the learning of it. Right now, we don't have a multiple table setup or anything where we're flip-flopping around during planning like we did for GSPN. I'm going to try to actually pull that off for Coruscant, but no guarantees there. But for those reasons is the reason why we hang out to the bitter end.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, in terms of, like, there's no ace play here. You're not zooming all over the map and boosting and barrel rolling. But there is value in seeing how how Ian approaches. Like we saw that turn 1 where he banked in and nobody bumped. Like that is a practiced maneuver. He knew exactly how he wanted to engage and where he wanted to do it. That's beautiful. We should have that on stream. If players want to fly a Warthog Swarm, look at this video and see how he set up, see how he approached. That was a thing of beauty. And then this is where you get into where you get to see the raw efficiency of, even if you bump, getting those Warthog rerolls, target priority, who do you shoot? There is a lot of important stuff, a lot of decision making that goes into here, even if it's not in the maneuvering, super arc dodgy style.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And also we got to remember that the meta will ebb, the meta will flow. I actually, I just watched a video about, what was the subject matter? About game balance and how us as humans, our emotional reactions to our perceptions. It's just, it's really funny. Now, sometimes there definitely are issues that pop up, but nine times out of 10, it's we just haven't gotten to the next stage, the next thing that's going to be dominant. It's always rotating.
And I mean, at the beginning of this tournament, we saw, I don't know the exact percentage of Warthog lists. There were a lot, and one of them made it into the cut. So it's important to see, okay, what did this player do that the rest didn't? How did this player get into this position, and how are they going to progress? Because it seems very likely that Ian will progress onto the top 8. So if only one Warthog list makes it into the cut and gets into top 8, what is he doing? What's the strategy he's using? What's the build he's using? Because we've seen a lot of different Warthog builds.
All right, and we've started the motion here. Brian turning that yellow Wookiee behind the formation. Red turning out. Debating on the action right now. Might be flipping the crit. Yes, flip the crit there. No more blinded pilot. You need those offensive modifiers in order to have a chance. Blue is going to take the brunt of the damage this turn. I think he's sitting in front of the formation right now. A little bit off to the side.
Yeah. Going to make use of that 180-degree arc. We'll see if the Torrents went left after him. Nope. A little one forward. Has to start. Starts in the back to keep those Torrents.
That's right.
Self-bumped.
Little tactical bump. By the way, tactical bump t-shirt coming soon. GoldSquadronPodcast.com. All righty. Yep, keeping everybody back. I mean, that is great. Being able to keep a little bit of space is important, especially for continuing to stay engaged and staying close to those Wookiees.
So yellow and green both had one forwards dialed in, and they decided to move first to stay further back, as opposed to letting yellow and red bank in, and then they would move past and probably miss their shots into this Wookiee. 2 hits from Warthog. Blank focus from blue. Takes it on the shields.
Yep. He's got a lot of health.
Saves the focus. Yep.
I have to say this, Maui, Maui, absolutely amazing idea. So I actually am in the middle of designing the tactical bump shirt, but he said tactical bump maternity shirt win. I was like, oh my God, why did I not think of this happening?
So Maui was supposed to be on this cast with us as a fellow Hexman, but he is taking care of his child right now. So he big connection there. I understand why he wants that maternity shirt.
All right, 3 hits.
One evade. There you go.
Got some squiggles.
Takes 2.
That is half points now on that blue Wookiee.
Range 1. Blank focus.
Oh, come on. Why'd that turn off?
Yeah, all the fire convergence charges are spent, so just has to live with that 1 hit. And there's the 1 evade. There you go. Not taking any damage from that one. Range 2, 2v1. This is one of the torrents that bumped, so no focus. Ooh, and all eyes. Yellow. I think this is the last torrent. Then we'll get the Arc 170. No mods here. Ooh, blank. Nope. Another 2 eyes. Arc have arc. Think so. He's got the back arc on yellow. I don't think you want to switch targets at this point. Keep pounding into blue.
Mm-hmm. I mean, focus fire is the name of the game. Focus fire wins championships.
3v1.
I'm gonna leave the chat alone. We're just gonna ignore that. All right, here we go.
You know
Arc 170.
YouTube archive. Just know there's reasons to watch live. Okay.
That's right. You miss some stuff.
Different experience.
Range 1 out the back from the Arc 170. Only 1 crit. No modifiers on that. Oh, gonna be pushing that damage through if he chooses not to spend it. Is he gonna take it on the shield? All right, Brian opting for offense. He says, I choose violence. I'm not here to defend.
Nothing for red, so yellow's gonna shoot. And he saved his focus for this. 4 dice into the arc, I would assume. Yep.
Here we go. Hit, crit.
Hit, crit. So you're getting the hit, crit through. There's no shields on the arc left, so that crit matters.
Mm-hmm.
Rolls of focus, taking all of it. Crit is panicked. Double stress. Well, you know what? You could only focus. Now you can't do any of it.
That's right. I don't need no stinking focus. He can converge. He can still converge.
That's right. Oh, no. Oh, no. Isofane, family stream, and not making families. All right, here's...
That's too good. All right, Wookie, range 2. Hit, crit.
Hit, crit. I think that's in the arc, yeah.
All right. I think that's going to do it. Structural damage. I mean, I think when your ship is dead, it's definitely structurally damaged.
Yeah. All right, so that's the 3 dice gun gone. Now there's still a lot more left, but the ship with the most attack, the highest attack value for the Republic is gone.
Yep, and also worth a big chunk of points. It's worth 42. Honestly, I think if Brian would have 1 more ship alive, even if it was just hanging on by a thread, I would still really, really like his position tactically in the game. Because if you had a little bit more shots, you can start that that snowball of damage.
Yeah. Let's take a look at that Wookiee dial. They don't have 1 heart. No, they have 2 hearts. I'm trying to think of blue. Can blue turn in? Turn left? Or does it need to... It could stop, but I think you're going to get, like, turnarounds from...
Yep.
At least blue torrent. The red Kashyyyk Defender, hard to turn. Stopping doesn't help. You don't want to go towards the board edge. Hard turn in from yellow, hard turn right. Probably a 2. So, yeah, I don't think you're going to see any big surprises there from the Wookiees. So what do you want to do with your torrents?
I mean, the torrents, you have the option to get yourself just a little bit of space, take a turn off, get yourself in a spot where the talon roll makes more sense so you're not, like, rolling onto rocks. You do have the space to talon roll to the right with green and yellow. and then you just kind of do a little bit of a hop over or going straight with the lat. The problem with doing the Talon rolls, though, is the lat ends up having to take the long way around, right? There's no turnaround maneuver on there. There's no way for it to turn around except for it hard turning around one of these rocks left or right.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of expect them to keep the pressure on blue, because blue's stopping, it's running away, or it's trying to hard to turn in, which might put it over the rock, which might bump into green. I'm not really sure. But I think if you K-turn blue, and then probably just one bank left, everything else, you can either self-bump to keep arc on that Wookiee, or pursue it onto the left side of the board.
That's right. I mean, one of the things we talked about tactical bumping, having an initiative advantage with many ships that are the same initiative. So you have all these initiative 2s. You have a lot of different permutations that you can actually create by deciding the order in which you move them. You could end up saying, well, you know what? I'm going to have the front ones move, so then I have space to move in the back, or you move the back ones first to bump in the front, and that keeps them farther back than executing their maneuver, and then the front one leaves. Like, there's a lot of different variations you can create when you have matched initiative. That's why you see a lot of people playing ships that have the same initiative. You just have so much more flexibility in that case. You know, Marcel from GSP is a great proponent of almost all his lists that he plays. The ships are the same initiative. That is like the #1 thing he goes for, because he likes that flexibility.
Definitely does that too, and yeah, it's helpful. It especially helps you in the planning phase. It's a little bit of stress that's gone, and it gives you a lot more opportunities to, like you said, tactical bump. And what I'm thinking, if you 3K, is it a 3K on the torrent? The blue torrent and then one bank left red. If that blue Ozatuk stops, you just activate red first, bump into the back of blue. You still got the range 1 shot, and then K-turn. But if it moves, you do the K-turn first, then you 1 bank red. So you can kind of cover whatever blue that blue Ozatuk wants to do. 2 hard turn from the red Wookiee in a focus. Ooh, goes for a bank out of yellow.
Taking the focus. You just got it. Oh, okay, interesting.
Oh.
Taking the risk over the rock. This is Brian saying, you know what? I'm already behind in this game. It's time to take some risks. Gonna be taking a damage there. 3 hull left on that blue Wookiee.
Yeah, that's a little bit of tunnel vision on my part. You know, you see these rocks and you're like, you say that's a no-go zone, and that they're definitely not gonna go over it. But no, surprises us. Goes over it, takes a damage. Might have something in that.
Here comes the Talon rolls.
Oh no.
Gonna be double stressed.
Oh no.
Oh, he's fine. He's fine.
not the debris again. No. Come on. I got PTSD, man. Don't make me wait. Don't buffer. Just roll that dice. Let's get this behind us.
I believe. And safe. You know, talking about, again, mathematical perception versus reality, right? Is when we roll for a debris, we go 1 out of 8. It won't happen, right? That's what we say. It won't happen. No. Actually.
Yep.
Actually.
It can.
It can.
And then we see 2 or 3 of them in a row, and we're like, now it's the only thing that can happen.
All right. So we got a K turn out of green, 2 left turn. So Ian really spreading them out now, trying to guess where those Wookiees are going to be going. What you could see, if the blue Wookiee would have stayed slow, there would have been 4 arcs on him. I think he may have gotten out of 1, maybe 2.
Yeah. We on yellow.
And taking the barrel roll. You got that flexibility. Gonna use it.
He is in, he's range 1 of that yellow Kashyyyk defender, so he's gonna link it to that evade. Bump there from Warthog. Now, I don't think fire convergence is on anything.
I can't converge. Not gonna happen.
So it's blue on 3 hull. You got 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 shots.
Yeah, I think he's got all 4 of them. I think blue's gonna be a little short for this world. No actions, no focus, no reinforce, and 4 shots from these torrents. Start with hit crit. That's how you get that started. You're gonna get a crit no matter what.
Yep.
And taking them both. 1 left.
Yep.
3 shots left.
See if that's a direct hit. He's gone. It is a blinded.
And hey guys, if we have a lot of time left in this game, by the time it finishes, we just got more time for giveaways. No stress. Don't freak out.
Range 2. Now this torrent has a focus, I believe. Yep.
I'll challenge Scott to a game of checkers.
Oh boy. we got all these great games out here. You're like, check.
Classic, baby.
There's 1 hit.
And that's going to go through.
Oh
no, never mind.
That hung in the air. That was such a dramatic dice roll. Hey, you know what? That's the kind of thing you can't get in real life.
That's
a little
right.
buffer from the computer for the drama. Here's 2 more. 1 hit.
1 hit.
And you keep Natty evading.
Oh my goodness! If this Azutuk lives, amazing.
Hero of Kashyyyk.
That's right.
Take a second. Think about how to roll this dice. Yeah.
How do I make it auto evade again? No. Nothing.
Not this time. All right, blue's gone. And there you go. Again, I mean, one Kashyyyk defender per turn, 1 ship per turn. Got AP5 off the first round. Maybe this one can strip a focus.
I think this is the last shot in the round for the torrents.
Yep.
And nothing there.
All right, let's see what shots we got for the Kashyyyk defenders. Yeah, Red's got 1 in the green.
You might be able to get both at the
Green.
lat. Nope. Yeah, you got to go to green.
Yeah. This Wookiee does have a focus. Green has no defensive mods.
It is an obstructed shot, though, so we'll have 4 dice on the defending green dice. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 hits.
Ooh.
And going to be taking 2. Maybe. Sorry, 1 more dice. Going to be taking 1.
Oh, that's 2 hits, 2 evades, right?
It was 3 hits, wasn't it?
Yes. Sorry, that blank got converted later. Probably got hit.
Yep. So 1 damage. Under green.
Yeah, do you want to go? How's that yellow torn? Oh, hasn't taken anything. Has an evade.
Yeah,
So yeah,
you
gonna
just-
go into green.
Yeah, continue the focus fire. Plinking away. There we go. Has a focus. Another 3 hits. Oh, he just
Green
killed him.
takes it all.
Marked. Marked. F's in the chat for the green torrent.
So now it's just 3 torrents and a lot. 2 Wookiees. All right. Yellow's got shields down. How's Red doing? Oh boy, Red. Not long for this world.
Nope. If he can kind of one of the ways we have a win condition for Brian is he's gonna, I think he honestly has to blow through the rock. 3 hard to the left. Whoosh. Okay. Because you need to get fire onto under the torrents. Yellow needs to get a block, take a focus, and hopefully be able to do at least half points of damage on one of the torrents. Because if you can get to an end game where you have both of these Ozatucks alive and only Warthog, you have a chance.
Yeah.
But you got to whittle down the torrents. You must.
Hey, Dion.
Yo.
The staff chat needs your attention.
The staff chat needs my attention. Okay.
So the problem we're going to see here is that red and yellow are heading in completely different directions. Red is either stopping here and hoping to catch something at long range with no mods, or advancing, too forward and hoping to turn in later. So they're not going to be able to focus fire anything this turn. And it just feels like all the torrents and Warthog are in this bottom left corner, ready to pounce on that yellow Ozatuck. I don't know how you escape that. I mean, you could stop to hope that the yellow torrent moves past you, but otherwise, it's tough. Not sure where you go. I mean, I think a 1 or 2 forward from Warthog, probably turn that arc left, right, get that fire convergence going. Blue up there is double stressed. Probably wants to start the process of relieving it. I think you're looking at a 1 bank. Let me double check those torrents. Yeah, 1 bank, 1, 2, and 3 forward. I don't think you're doing 2 and 3 forward onto that rock, so 1 bank probably expected. You're not taking an action because you're double stressed anyway, so you can actually 1 bank and just bump into red, and then let red activate if you want to hang back. Red, 1 forward, 1 bank left. I think the 1 bank left's a little risky with that rock. Oh, yellow's stressed too. If that yellow torrent gets stopped here, could end up taking some rock damage. So maybe just 1 forward the Ozatuck and hope that yellow did a 1 or 2 forward. Might be able to keep it on the rock. Yeah, I like that. Yellow might just take it too hard away and deal with the stress. There's the bank from blue, relieves the stress, does have arc. All right, I thought the 1 bank was a little risky with the rock. Not at all.
Not today.
Nope.
So he reinforced
okay,
the
goes
back
for the
there.
bank. Plays it safe with yellow. Cannot be blocked on the rock. They're going to double check the template. It's fine.
I'm fine. How are you? So the yellow Ozatuck, you gotta punch through that red torrent. You got 4 dice at range 1. Gotta get mean. Let's roll some crits.
Yeah. Well, first you got to survive to your engagement. You got 3 hull left, and you're in 2 arcs so far. I would bet that we're going to see a slow roll from Warthog. Oh, why the bank? Oh, no. I predicted the wrong 1 bank was going to end up on the rock. Doesn't take any damage.
No damage.
But no arc for fire convergence.
All right, here we go.
Torrent's going to do it the old-fashioned way.
2 shots. This one, no mods. Blanks.
All
right, Brian. Brian likes that. Brian likes that.
Yep.
Here's a range 1 coming. 3 dice.
With a focus.
All right, that's going to be 3 hits. You're getting at least 2 in.
Yeah, you'll die if you take this, so you have to roll a paint.
This is yellow. Yellow has 6. Yellow has 6.
Oh, sorry. Yep, from my angle. You're right. Yep.
No worries. No worries.
Couldn't see the color.
All right, and has it? I don't know. You give up half points either way. Oh, I guess yellow has. Yeah, yellow has 6 hull left. We'll take at least 2. Is he gonna spend the focus? I mean, you gave up half either way. Oh, this is a tough choice. I don't know what I would do.
I mean, don't spend it. Yeah, baby. He does the GSP. He chooses violence.
Alrighty. So I got Mr. Rocker Crocker, I got a comment for you after we finish this engagement. Range 1 shot. Get red. Get red. Range 1, 4 dice. Be the Wookiee. Feel the roar.
Is that a shirt? Focus is there. It is. Hit it, Crait. Two evade dice.
All right.
Blank.
That's half points. Hit,
There you
crit.
go. Let's see what the crit is.
Blinded would be a good one. You want to take away mods. It's a wounded pilot. Actually, that's pretty good. After you perform an action, roll a die on a hit or a crit, take a stress. All right, not bad. So, first time caller, no, sorry, it was Mr. Rocker Crocker had said I should grab some of my silverware and cover it in GSP stickers and send it off to you. And then I thought to myself, I was like, oh, that's my wedding silverware. And I thought for a second, I was like, wait a second, that silverware was given to me by a person who I no longer talk to for reasons. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I will, and I'll just buy myself new silverware. So if you want my grudge silverware covered in GSP stickers, maybe that's a thing. Who knows?
Hold on now. What if I just need silverware and I don't want the stickers all over? Can I have them separately?
Stickers are not optional.
Oh. All right. Under 14 minutes left. 158 to 80. Yellow survives. Does get half points on that red torrent. The red Ozatuk will be turning in and hopefully shooting this turn.
All right, 158 to 80 right now. Now we're going to see that red Ozatuk make a turn in. You got to make that arc count.
Yep. Let's see. Is it a 3K on torrents? I know I already asked that. Yeah, 3K. So I think red can 3K through. Well, the Ozatuk's got to move first anyway. So red turns around. There's the stop from yellow, the Kashyyyk defender.
Yep, trying to just get some bumps. Hold on to some. If you can, yes. Okay. Brian's making the moves he has to. Oh, but red. All right, yeah, that's gonna hurt. He's hoping to get at least one block. Yeah. Not happening. Yellow trapped.
Oh boy.
So I know that for some of you might be like, "Oh my God, why would he have stopped on purpose?" So the idea there is there was a potential if Ian would have gone straight with those torrents, he could have gotten 2 bumps on one ship. That's what he was fishing for. He was fishing for the possibility of avoiding shots from 2 ships. Unfortunately, when you're wrong about something like that, you end up taking shots from 4 ships. He was going for the upside.
I mean, yeah, if the Wookiee was 1 forward from here, would it make a huge difference? I mean, he could have had a reinforce, I guess. 3 hull, I don't think it's going to stop anything. So I think you had to take that chance.
Yep. 1 crit. And that
was the shot from Warthog first.
Going through. Warthog's ability and and Cody upgrade have not done anything this game. Blink text.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's more for aces, I think, where you might miss with those 3 dice defenses, but yeah, against the Ozatuk's not really.
Are able to get 2 hits on this shot. This might be it for this Warthog. I'm sorry for.
No, he's got fire. He's got 2 charges of fire convergence, but. Oh, he doesn't need to use it. All right.
Nope. That's 2 damage going through. Yellow, gone. The red Ozatuk, alone in this world.
Let's see, does he have range? No. Oh, so close.
So close. Oh, my goodness.
It's a better approach over here. Than yellow had. Blue can't turn around. Pink's moving away from the torrents. Under 11 minutes left.
And one of the stories of this, the narratives for this match is also the fact that it's matchup dependent, right? So both Ian and Brian brought two very powerful squads, but because of some of the things that we outlined earlier in the game, initiative, number of ships available to Ian as well, he has been able to dominate this game for most of it. So one of the things you got to remember in a tournament is what your individual games are not necessarily representative of what is out there in the wild in a tournament. Is simply your experience. So for Brian, we don't know what his matchups have been, but obviously good enough to be 5-1, right? And he's run into this Warthog list, and I would wager to say that he probably did not play against another Warthog list in this tournament, and maybe his one loss that he had in Swiss could have been one, right? Like, that's some of the things you can pull from the experience. This matchup obviously is a rough one.
Yeah, I mean, I think these Kashyyyk defenders, they rely on that beefiness so that they can't be initiative killed, or it's difficult to do it, and then they're difficult to arc dodge with that 180-degree arc. Here, it didn't really matter. They kind of got fed into the Republic arcs one at a time. Here we go. Here's the
one crit coming in from Warthog.
Yep.
Lost
Range
one
3
die.
Obstructed.
Has a focus. Spends it.
Oh boy, this could be the first Clone Commander Cody trigger.
Not today.
Yeah, you can spin the focus.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Spends it.
There it is.
Cody, take a strain.
Take that strain.
Awesome seeing some of that Republic crew getting some work. I think as a competitor, it's important to have your cards triggering often so that in an event like this where you're playing back-to-back games, you don't forget about triggers.
Yep. That's one of the nice things about seeing this list, because early on, I think the first match I casted yesterday was Catherine, who was flying a very different Warthog list, and it's kind of nice to see, like, do you need fives? Do you need sync console?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if this is to be believed, not really.
Hey, he was able to get an Arc 170 to squeeze in there, and safe. Go. 7 minutes and change left on the clock. I do want to remind you that we're going to stay here all the way to the final. We got the top 8, top 4, and then the big one. For anybody who's been following the Galaxies coverage, you know that the last couple finals, the last 3, has it been 3? have all been the same matchup in the final. Nantex versus Nantex. Will it happen again? I will tell you, we have some very good players flying the Nantex today, and they're in the cut. Now, you might be wondering, what was the percentage of... I'm sure some people have done the math already. I know that X-Wing Analytica has been doing some great articles on the analysis of the lists, but not all of them. All of them didn't make the cut. I think 2 or 3 of them did. Out of 32, it's pretty good. But, of course, those players, they are also good players, so I don't blame them. Exiled Gaming, but I don't want to watch that.
Yeah, sorry. Rookie's just reminding me that we have a Hex man in the event. He's doing really well, Taco, Daniel, but he's flying Nantex, and it's like, I mean, what comes first? My desire to not see Nantex, or my desire to see members of my community do well, and it's tough.
Interesting. Yeah, see, range 2 shot. Marcel, you're ridiculous. 2 hits coming in. Blank out. Down to 1. That Wookiee. Remember it. The bravest Wookiee.
We saw Warthog had no valid targets, which means fire convergence is not online.
1 damage. This could be the last roll.
Paint to live. Got it.
Safe. And 2.
Still has the focus. 3 hits.
There it is. Brian going down, but not without a fight. 3
Gets half
damage
points.
there.
No,
he
that's on
killed
red.
it. He killed
That's
it.
a kill.
It's gone.
I thought he
Red.
was shooting blue. Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 2 Torrents left versus is it 3-hole Wookiee? A 1-hole Wookiee. Look what Brian has done. He's deleted all his other cards. It says, look, this is my list. I only need 1.
So brave.
That's right.
Under 5 minutes left. He's pointing. He's letting you know.
Like, look.
Just do it.
Yeah. Finish me. The blinded pilot was repaired on the red Wookiee. We'll go ahead and get that fixed in the overlay in a second. Yeah, he did take a turn off earlier when he was on the right side of that rock to clear that. So the focus expenditure there, all good in the hood. Now what's the timeline? Okay, so this Wookiee needs to like roll hot fire. We need crits. We need a couple of double damages. Some fuel leak triggers. There we go. There we go. Just pop that blue one. Pop the blue one. He's probably going to take an invade, though. Oh, takes a focus.
Oh, no.
All right, we jousting.
Haven't seen the video.
And the lat coming around town eventually.
I think there are 2. Yeah. He's got 2 little indicators on there. Get rid of the little one. Let's use that big chonker.
Flip. I thought he put it on there on purpose. I was like, it looks kind of cool. But I was like, that doesn't seem very practical.
Been playing too much Among Us. He likes the hat that the little guy, little companion.
All right, here we go. Range 1 shot. Spends a focus for 2. That is the game right there. Congratulations, Ian Becker.